Hi, good morning and welcome to Live with Joy. I'm going to give it a few moments for everybody to come in and find that post, and then we're going to go over what we are going to be doing today. And I want you to make sure, and I will mention it again in a few moments as we have more people on this post, what you're going to need today are going to be some dumbbells, and also you'll need a mat. So we're going to do some of our work standing, and we're going to be doing some of our work on the floor today. We'll be alternating between circuits. We'll have 3 circuits that are going to be standing and 2 that are going to be grounded. So make sure you have your mat close by. We're going to alternate those circuits, alternating between using our dumbbells and also using our own body weight for the exercises that we're going to do today. And as you're coming in, you will see that it is arms, arms, arms. So we're going to follow our legs, legs, legs day from yesterday with our arms, arms, arms day and get a nice lower body from yesterday, upper body from today, and kind of balance it out, okay? So you're gonna wanna maybe have some lighter dumbbells, but have a heavier set and a lighter set if you've got the options to do so. So you can go stronger with some of those, you can go heavier with some of those stronger upper body muscles, and you can go lighter with some of those weaker ones, okay? And then again, we're gonna have that mat so that we can also utilize our own body weight. And I do want to kind of do what we were doing yesterday and thinking about that really kind of quality of the movement, taking a little pause where we are at in that contraction before we kind of release from it, and really thinking about the movement that we're doing today, okay, with most of those exercises. Some of them you may not be able to hold your pause at when we're in the body weight stuff, but most of them you can. So I really want you to think about that quality of movement that you are doing, okay? So once again, for those of you who just joined, you're gonna need to have your dumbbells. We are working in arms, arms, arms day, so it's gonna be about that upper body, and you're gonna wanna have your mat because we will be bringing it also to that floor, okay? So it's all about that upper body today, all right? With that said, we're gonna get our warm up in, and we're gonna do a little bit of active stretching today to get that upper body warmed up, and then we're gonna go right into our circuits and our work, okay? So I'm gonna get that music started. All right. Morning. All right, guys, let's start to take it center right here and roll the shoulders back and down. Roll the shoulders back and down. Roll, good. We want to really get that upper body active. 8 more times right here. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now watch me from here. Hinge it forward, come up and open. Hinge it forward, come up and open. Hinge forward, come up and open. Hinge, lift, and open. 8, open. 7, open. 6, open it up. Right here. 4 more times. Down, up, open. 3 more. Up, open. 2 more. Up, open. Last time. Bring it up and stay here. Open and watch me. Stretch, open, cross, open. Take a little press as you cross. Just a small press. Keep it active and keep it moving. Right here. Let's go 8 more times. 8, open. 7, open. 6, 5. You've got 4 more here. 4, open. 3, open. 2, open. Watch that change. Take it down, up, down, up. Take that little press back as you come over that head. As you get more flexible and more movement, start to make it bigger. If you can, 8 more times. Down. 7, 6, 5, 4 more. 3, 2, back to that first move. Down, up, open right here. Down, up, open. 2 more times. Down, up, open. 1 more. Hold it up, stay open. Bring it across, and open. Across, and open. 4 more times and we change. 4 last time. Cross it. Cross, open, cross, open. 4 more times, 4 more. 3, 2, take it down from here, down, up and back, down, up and back. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1 more time. Good. Shake it out right here. All right, I'm going to show you your first 3 circuits. We're going to go with the heavier dumbbell if you can. We're going to work the stronger muscles, which are going to be of the back biceps and some of those shoulders as well. So we're going to take those feet hip to shoulder width apart. First exercise, going to hinge forward. We're going to work that double row, keeping those arms and hands in a neutral position right here. And then we're going to bring it up, rotating curl, so those palms are facing you, and you'll be set up for our last and final move in this circuit, which is going to be to hold here and alternate a rotating Arnold press. And if you can't come all the way overhead, don't rotate, just take a little press up here with the palms facing you, okay? So you're going to have 3 of those exercises back to back. You got a little bit of a 10-second rest in between to reset, get in position for each one, and then 4 times each, okay? So get those shoulders down and back, hinge forward to get locked in position here, keeping the chin off the chest, and drive those elbows up, starting with that bent over row, 30 seconds on that clock. Starting right now, guys, so we're in it. And once you're in it, it's 7 minutes in, okay? You've got the 10 seconds in between each exercise to reset. Remember, I want you to try to take that pause and then release. So with any exercise that we can really get that pause, let's think about it. Hold that contraction and come from that complete stop and then start to go. Breathe through it. Good. I'm going to get 1 more in. Really hold that contraction. Rise up, and we're going to rotate here. And as we rotate, hold right here, and then release back down. So once again, taking that pause at the top, keeping that contraction, and then back down. So start to get used to holding that position here, which on the last move, you're going to have to stick here as you go through those alternating Arnold presses. Hold, good. Take a pause so that you've got to lower down from that paused, complete stop, and then back down. We're not using any momentum, really thinking about the quality and control of that move. Good. From here, get yourself in position, engage that center, and from here, you're going to rotate up. And again, if you can hold it, and then come from that stop position back down, you're going to alternate, so you'll have a chance to have one same position while the other one comes up. And again, if you can, pause it. Good, take it right there, keep going. You got 15 more seconds. Stay right there, 15 more seconds. Last 10. Just resetting that clock. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and easy. Lower those weights down. Hinge forward to get back in position for your set number 2. Open up that chest and go for those pulls. Hold at the top. 30 seconds right there. Really get that control, that movement, squeeze and hold, and lower down. Hold it there. Really feel that contraction, and then release. Find that nice quality of your movement and also that pause and hold. Contract those shoulder blades back. Release, nice and easy. Come up. You've got time to set. Shoulders down and back. From here, you're rotating up. You're going to hold and pause right here and slowly rotate back down. So now you're in it for 30 seconds. Hold, pause, and come back down. Take that nice pause at the top. Good. Now you're going to come up, hold it up with the palms facing you. Make sure your core is engaged, and then rotate rotate and hold that extension if you can. Rotate back down. 30 seconds on that clock, starting now. We're in our second set. You're gonna have 2 more sets to go. All 3 exercises. Good, find the quality of that movement. And you wanna work slowly and with control today. Really thinking about every movement that we're doing. Lengthen out fully if you can. So I'm trying to find that full extension right up here if possible. Nice and easy, lower down, inch forward in position, make sure the chin is not tucked in. Hold it up, squeeze, and retract those shoulder blades back. Get that pause and release, 30 seconds right here. Really engage, keep those shoulders locked in position. Make sure you're not rounding through the back of those shoulders, especially as you come down and out of that movement. Good, think quality, not quantity. Quality of that move, nice and easy. Finish up your last one, come on up. Shoulders down, get yourself in that nice and strong position. Rotate up, you're holding there for a moment. And then from that stopped position, you are bringing yourself back down to your starting position with control. Good, keep going, guys. Hold here, palms facing you. Rotate and extend, nice and strong for that full extension. And then right to the other side. 30 seconds on that clock, and you're gonna have 1 more set coming up. Last and final set is coming up. Engage that center. Good, get that last one in. Make sure you complete both sides. And our final set right here, hinging forward, palms facing each other. Draw those elbows up, squeeze and contract those shoulder blades. Make sure that you're not tucking that chin in or looking up. Keep that neck in a neutral spine, neutral position with your spine. Squeeze and contract. Good, think about those back muscles. Take that pause at the top. Really put your focus into the muscles that you're working. Good, get that last one in. Make your way up, weight starting to the side. Push those shoulders down, open up that chest. Rotate into position, again pausing and holding. And then gently and slowly coming back down. Good, you guys stay right there. I'm just gonna change the setting on my phone to make sure you're not getting kicked out, guys. So give me 1 second. Stay right there. I'm back. Hopefully that helps. Okay. Right here, last exercise. Weights are up. And we're right here. Last and final set. All right, hopefully I corrected the problem. Hopefully you guys stay connected now. Engage that center and breathe. Good, finish up that last one. And you guys are all done with that first circuit. Let's take those feet down. I'm gonna slide my mat a little closer so you guys can see the next 3 moves. I'm gonna reset. All right, watch me. We got 3 moves right here, all on that floor. Let me just lower this a little bit. All right, let's come on down. Right here, we can keep the feet on the floor for this one because I really want you to focus. Kind of lift up, look straight down, arms are up. We're gonna reach forward and pull back, really keeping a nice strong back as you do that. Okay, second exercise, we're gonna take our hands at our side, nice and close to your side, in line with your chest. I'm gonna bend my knees to stay on my knees and do push-ups. You can do them from your toes if you'd like to, but then our final exercise, we're coming into the plank position and doing shoulder taps. If you're not comfortable there, keep it on your knees and do your shoulder taps from there, okay? So we're gonna come on the belly and we're gonna reach forward and pull back. Now remember, see if you can take that pause for this one right here. Okay, you can keep those feet down and pull back. So the pause is gonna be on the extension. All right, get set and go. You are on that clock, guys. 30 seconds, 3 exercises, 4 sets. So the arms are up. Reach forward, hold and pause a moment, and pull back. Look straight down to that floor. Really work that extension to wherever you can extend it to. Lengthen, and pull back. Good, get that last one in, slide those hands in, bend the knees. I'm gonna press myself up to start here, and my pause is gonna come on the bend. So right here, I'm gonna come as close to the ground as I can, take a little pause, and then I gotta push up from that pause if I can. If it's too much to pause, don't pause. If you can't come down as far, you go where you feel comfortable. So for this one, I'm keeping my arms close and my elbows tucked in. If we need to find another position that works better, you feel stronger at, feel free to do so. Good, taking that pause, hovering my chest over the mat and pressing up. Good, finish up that last one. And then either staying on the knees or you're gonna come into that plank position on the toes and shoulder tap. So you can take a little pause there as you bring that hand into the shoulder, opposite shoulder, and I'm trying not to rotate my body and really find that focus and strength in my upper body that is holding me in position. So think about that, extending arm, really holding you strong as you take that pause on that one arm. Good, and then nice and easy on your knees. Drop all the way down. You can keep those feet on the floor. Lift those hands up, lift the chest up, look straight down at the floor. And again, reach forward, pause there, and pull back. Good. Pause for a moment, and then fall. Think about that arm movement and that back activation. Slide those hands in, bend the knees. I'm gonna push myself up to my starting position right here. Staying on my knees, you can bring it on your toes if you want. Dropping down, hovering that chest, stopping it, and pressing up from that stop position right there. So again, thinking about that quality of movement. I'm not rushing it. I'm really thinking about how controlled I can make each move and really have my upper body working for me today. No momentum, no drive, no gravity. It's all about complete control. Good. Taking those toes on the floor. Now you can stay on those knees, or you can work on popping it up onto those toes. Taking a pause if you can, so you really have to be strong through one arm and over to the other side. If you're not ready for that yet, faster taps are totally fine. Try not to rotate your body and keep everything super strong and in position. So this is not about the intensity. This is about our quality and control for every movement today. Good, drop to the knees, lower down, get those arms, the hands up, look straight down at that floor, reach forward, hold and pause, and pull it back. slide those hands in. Bend the knees. If you're bending the knees, get ready to push yourself up in position from the knees or the toes. And right from here, lower down, take that hover and press it back up. Really think about that arm strength leading you through this move. Good, get that last one in, and you could be staying on the knees. If you need to take a little break, go ahead, sit back on the heels. Right here, if you can, coming up on those toes, setting your strong plank position. And again, pausing that hand right into that shoulder if you can, so that that other arm has to stabilize your entire body and stay super strong for that stabilization. Make sure you're breathing, do not hold your breath. We're gonna have one more set coming up. You are so close, almost there with these. All right, down to your knees, lower down to your belly. One more set in position. Keep the feet down, up if you feel more comfortable there. Lift your chest slightly, lift those hands up. Reach forward, pause there for a moment, and then pull back. Make sure you're breathing. Good, slide those hands in there. Bend those knees. From there, push yourself up to your starting position right here at the top of your move. And then drop down, hold and pause, hovering that chest off the floor if you can, and push up from there. Of course, do what you can. If you need a little bit of a break, sit back on those heels. Stay here, keeping the arms strong but not moving through it. So you'll find what you can do, even if it's just staying in one solid, strong position, just like that. Good. We're going to come into that plank position. Sit back, take a little stretch if you need during that break. On your knees or lifting it into those toes, holding, and then switching. All right, see how much control you have to hold yourself on that one hand while you pause. The other hand on that opposite shoulder without moving or twisting through that body with this one. A lot of core control as well. And finish it up. Perfect. Come on up. We're going to slide this back. We're going to be coming back to our feet. So start to make your way back up. I'm going to reset that clock. All right. And I'm going to show you your next three exercises up and on your feet. So this one you're going to want to go lighter for. Grab your lighter dumbbells. You want to be able to have control of this move, okay? We're going to hinge forward with those weights hanging down in front of the body. And keeping those arms nice and straight, you want to take them out to the side and back down. If you can manage a little pause, you're going to pause it right there. So that's why you want to go super light on these. When you come up, it's a frontal raise, neutral hand position, pausing right there and coming down. So threes, maybe fives, if you can manage it, okay? And then from here, let me give you an option. First one, alternating tricep extensions behind the head. If that's too much, you can go with alternating tricep kickbacks if you can't go over that head, okay? All right, so grab your light weights, bring your feet about hip shoulder width apart, hinge your body forward, and I want to see those straight arms, just a soft elbow. So as you come up, you're trying to stay straight, take that little pause, and then come back down. You can do this without the weights as well, if the weights are too much, okay? So really think about, once again, the quality of that move. So we want to pause it and come back down. Make sure you're not tucking that chin in and bringing tension into that neck. Think about those muscles that are working. Hold it, pause it, and then lower back down with control. Don't allow those arms to fall. Good, get that last one in. Come on up, these are hard. A lot of those smaller muscles are at work now. Engage the center, push the shoulders down, open up that chest. And when we come up, we're pausing at shoulder height, no higher, and then coming back down with control, not letting it just fall down. Good, keeping those arms straight for both of these, as straight and as long as you can, keeping the elbows soft. So you just don't want to lock it, but you do want to straighten it. Good, and if you can't come overhead, you're gonna hinge forward to do alternating kickbacks. If you can, we're rising up all the way up, lengthening those arms up to the ceiling, and then one at a time, right here, bend and extend. So one arm's gotta stay in position, extended. Make sure what doesn't happen here is that the hips don't start to come forward and arching that back. So you gotta keep those hips underneath your shoulders, locked in position. If you start to feel some stress in the lower back, it's probably because you're pushing the hips forward and arching a little bit. So again, if this is too much to hold those arms overhead, then you are gonna go for those kickbacks, okay? Taking it back down here, hinging forward, letting the arms hang, and then from here, once again, open, pause, and nice and easy, lower back down. The more you hinge forward, the more you're gonna hit those rear shoulder blades where you want them. Good, nice and easy. Come on up, shoulders down, retract back, engage that center, and frontal raises, pausing at shoulder height, and nice and easy, lowering back down. And you can be doing this without any weights. If the weights are gonna be too much, go through the movements without. Those smaller muscles are at work, they can't handle as much weight, so that's gonna depend on your strength, your mobility. Good. And if you've got that ability to take that pause, really try to take that pause. I know in the upper body moves, it's a little bit more difficult to take that pause, but try if you can. Now, once again, hinging forward, getting the elbows up, alternating a kickback, or rising all the way up and alternating a tricep extension. One at a time. Making sure that those hips are not trying to creep up in front of that body. And those arms staying up right next to those ears. And then alternate one at a time. Kickbacks as your option if that is too much. We'll get some extensions on the floor later in a different position where they don't have to be over that chest. So the kickbacks are just fine if that is a difficult position for you, okay? You're on set number 3, get those shoulders down, retract back, hinge forward, in position, straighten out those arms, pause, and nice and easy, come back in. Once again, try not to have that tension in your neck. Don't touch that, tuck that chin in, or look up. Try to keep that neck in a neutral position with that spine. It will help to take some of that tension out. Good, let that breath help you. And nice and easy, come up, weights to the side, push those shoulders down, open up that chest, retract the shoulder blades back, rising up to shoulder height, pausing there, engaging that center and lowering back down. Good, take that pause if you can at shoulder height. Good, elongate those arms out in front of you, but don't let the shoulders round forward. Keep them pulled back as you raise up. Good, really think about that strong posture through these moves, especially for those shoulders. That good posture, that open chest really helps to protect those shoulders. Right here, again, down, alternating the kick back if you need, can't go overhead. If you can, we're up here, alternating one at a time behind the head as the other one stays extended and lengthened up to that ceiling. And watch, make sure those hips don't start trying to push forward, arching through that back. So you gotta really think about that center engagement, pulling that core in. Good. Take a little pause if you want at the bottom. If it's already hard enough to move through, you don't have to take that pause. That's just extra if you can. Right here, shoulders down and back. One more final set right here. Open and pause. And lower back down. Good, get that last one in, and then rise up, pushing both shoulders down, opening up that chest, palms facing you, rising up to about shoulder height, pausing there if you can, and slowly taking it back down to the sides of your body. Good, quality of every move. That's where I want your focus to be. Really think about the movement. Think about the muscles that are at work. Take those pauses to really focus on the contraction and release. Okay, remember your options. Here, alternating kickback one at a time, or rising up both arms and alternating here. And again, if you want that pause, you can take it. And then to the other side. All the while, you got to extend and lengthen that opposite arm that is waiting to bend. Good. You guys are going to stay right there. Keep moving through it one at a time with the kickback or with that extension. Get that little pause if you can. On the extension it would be, or on the bend up here. And stop. All right, we're going to be taking you to the floor, and we're going to be staying on the floor for our next two circuits. The first one's going to be body weight driven. The last and final one, we're going to grab our weights to finish out. Okay, so here is where we're going for our body weights. We are going to do a T-lift. So what does that mean? We're coming in the same position we were for the W reaches, but we're going to take the arms out to the side with the thumbs up. I'm going to keep my feet on the ground and lift my chest up. My pinky fingers are going to come to the floor. And when I'm ready, I'm going to lift my pinky fingers up, hold, take that pause there, and lower back down. This is going to really activate those rear shoulder blades even deeper, okay? Then we're going to come on all fours. For this, you are leaving your knees on the floor. There is no hover here. From here, we're going to drop our forearms down to the floor and then press back up onto our hands. What I want you to think about here is when you come up, I want you to think of activating the back of the arms through that squeeze, lifting that chest away, and then lowering back down, okay? So we're going to stay on our knees because too much force if you come up and hover. If you have the strength to do that with your knees hovering, go ahead. I don't. That is difficult. And then we're going to step back into our plank position and rotate up and into our side planks, taking that pause if you can. And also, right here, one knee down. Always breathe as well for your option, okay? So let's start by bringing that body down on the floor, opening up those arms to the side, really lengthening them out, thumbs up, pinky fingers on the floor. On the floor with the chest is actually lifted. And then from here, lift those arms up wherever they can go, hold it, pause it, and then lower those pinky fingers back to the floor. Go. And as you're doing that, really lengthen those arms out and away from the body. This is going to give you a super active back and going to work those rear deltoids, okay, which is really going to help for shoulder strength and shoulder health. And also, This is really a good one to help you with that posture as well. Good, getting that last one in. And now we're gonna slide those hands in, push ourselves up, and again, we're on all fours. Knees are gonna stay on that ground. Now this one, there's not really a pause, but you can take it here and take a moment and then press up. Okay, but what I want you to think of when you press up, you're putting the weight into the palms of the hands, and I want you to push the floor so you feel it in the back of those arms, okay? This is a forearm press, so you're gonna work from your wrist, forearms, all the way up into the back of your arms here. So we go down, and as we come up, I want you to really push the palms into the floor. The more you push the floor with the palms, the more you're gonna feel that in the back of the arms. So push. Think about an isometric push into that floor, okay? You're not gonna actually push the floor away from your ground, but you're really trying to, okay? On your knees or on your toes, you're gonna alternate into that side plank. Hold there for a moment, opening everything up. Really reach for that ceiling, extend and open up that chest, look up to where you're reaching, and that other arm lifting up from the floor and all the way up to the ceiling. Think about lifting as you rotate and open. So again, think about the quality of the move here. We don't have to be going intense, so we want to almost really take our time to open up into it, hold it, and then come back down, okay? Really think about that nice open through the chest. All right, lower down onto that belly. Slide those arms up, rotate so the thumbs are up to the ceiling, pinky fingers on the floor. Lift the chest up, and from here, pinky fingers come up, hold, and lower back down. You're gonna feel the lower back at work holding you in this position. So you got that core working in the sense of the lower back strength. If you need to take a break because the lower back can't hold you in position, rest your hands on the forehead, take a moment there, slide it out, and see if you can get a couple more in with that chest down a little bit more. Lift it if you can. All right, up on all fours. And once again, think about that push of the palms into the floor. So we lower those forearms onto the floor, and then we push back up. Our hands never leave the ground. Lower down, forearms all the way to the floor. Now push through the palms and extend back up to your tabletop position. But I really, once again, want you to think of that push into the floor as you come up. The harder you push, the more you're going to activate the back of the arms, forearms, and the wrists as you come up to that extension. So really think about that push here. Push, push, push as you extend. Awesome. If you need a little rest, sit back on those heels at this point. I know body weight is tough. On your knees or stepping back into that plank position. And once again, let's really think about opening up into that nice strong side lunge. Hold there, lower down, open up and extend to the other side. Lift away. So as you come up, really think about lifting away and reaching up to that ceiling. You're going to have more strength if you think about really lifting up through this arm and then reaching the opposite arm. And lower back down, come to the knees. Nice and easy, lower your body down. Rest here if you need to. Start to get in position with those pinky fingers down, thumbs up. If you can, lift your chest up. That's going to activate your lower back. And now we're thinking about those rear deltoids, working to lift those pinky fingers off the ground. If you can't lift those pinky fingers off the ground, then you've got some weak rear deltoids and you got to continue working on that. It's okay if you can't get them up, but keep trying to activate those rear deltoids, those rear back muscles to lift them off of that ground. Good, get that last one in. And release, slide those hands in. Come up on all fours, sit back on the heels if you need to have a stretch. Think about what's coming next. Down on the forearms, push the hands into the floor as you extend back up into that full tabletop. Forearms come down, push into the floor as you extend up. Really activate those arms as you're lifting and pushing into the ground from this position. Some people can do this with the knees hovered. Some people can do this from a plank position. I, however, cannot. This is where I like to activate them. You do not have to be in those positions that really put a lot of stress on those joints unless you are strong enough to do so. Let's open up and reach. But that is another level you can go to. If you are strong enough to do it, you can manage that movement. I'm not even strong enough to show you that movement. Let's open up right here, reach and extend and lengthen, and take it back down. Good, get that last one in. And we're going into our final set right here, and then our final circuit, guys. Put the pinky fingers down, thumbs are up. Lift that chest up, elongate those arms out. Look straight down, lift the arms up, hold and hover, and then lower back down. Good, slide it in, press yourself up, and once again on all fours. If you're strong enough, you can hover the knees or bring it into that plank. Forearms are going to come down, and we're going to push those palms into the floor as we extend up and into that full tabletop. Lower down onto the forearms, push and extend as you come on up. Really press those palms into the ground. Think about the energy of the hands going into the floor, activating those muscles as you start to extend up from that forearm position. Good. Sit back on the heels if you need a little bit of a stretch. Don't forget, you can stay on that knee to open up through those side planks, or you can come into that strong plank position and open up and lengthen from there. Good. Keep that arm strong. Really lift up and away from that floor. That's going to help you really hold your position. Make sure it stays right underneath that shoulder. Try to find that line from one hand all the way up through that chest. Sometimes it makes it easy to follow that line and make sure you're in position right here. I'm following all the way up and I'm extending and I'm lengthening through. Good. And all done with that, we're going to... All right, guys, we're staying on the ground for this one. Last 3 final exercises right here. All right, watch me. Once again, we're trying to keep the arms long and straight and coming back up. If you have a heavy weight, you may need to bend longer arms with lighter weights. And then from here, we're going to do a double tricep extension, locking those elbows in place, weights coming to the side of the body. And then one at a time, we're going to take that arm behind us for a lat pull. Now, what I don't want you to do is stop here and start to bend. We are keeping that arm straight, so if you can only keep it straight to here, that's as far as you go. If you can keep it straight as you go further, go ahead. But if you come further and then you have to bend that elbow, you're not going that far, okay? So let's start with that first move. Palms facing each other, arms are long. Open up, pause, try to hover over that floor, and squeeze up from there. So once again, that hover, you got to make sure that wherever you go to stop it, you can come back up and out of it. So make sure that wherever you go, you can control that movement to come back in. If you stop it there, you got to be able to move back through. So find that range. If you can only stop it here and then be able to bring it up, then that's where you go. If you can come lower there, feel free to go to wherever that range is for you. Good. Now separate shoulder width apart, and from here you'll bend to the side of your head, and really think about that extension up. So again, quality of that move, we're not rushing. Hold that bend, keep those elbows locked where they are, and start to extend up and out of it. Good, get that last one in, and now you're gonna go one at a time, straight arm. Once again, now you can hold, but you gotta be able to control it. So watch how small my move is gonna be. I'm going to go just a little bit so I don't bend it, and I still have control to pull back up. I'm not going to make this big at all because I want to make sure I'm in complete control of this movement and that I don't go out of the range that I am not comfortable with. So I'm going to keep this a small move. Good, I'm just going to finish up the other side. And hold. From here, elongate those arms up. If you need to rest, go ahead and take that time to rest. Right here again, holding where you can pause and bringing it back up from there. Good quality of that move. Hold it, pause it, and move from that pause state. Good. Last one. Now we're going to separate. Rest it down if you need to. Reminding you of that move. We're bending to the side of the head, holding, activating the back of the arms, and slowly extending back up from there. Get that last one in. If you need to rest it, go ahead. If not, elongate it up. Reminder of what's coming next. That small move straight back. Again, don't make it big if you can't control it. If you have to bend that elbow as you come back, then you are going too far or you're going too heavy with that weight. Finish up that last one. Set number 3, if you need a rest, go ahead. You can rest it down in between those sets. If you can, back in position, lift, open, hold, and take it back in. Good. Find that pause where you can, and use that chest to press yourself back up. Last one right there. Arms down, shoulder width apart. Once again, we're bending, locking those elbows in position, holding, and extending. Find your control. Good. Finish up that last one. Rest if you need. Reset by elongating up if you can. Think about what's coming next with that one arm, finding that control, pausing it if you can, and lifting back up. That last one in, and you've got one more set to go. Rest it if you need. Elongate it up. Get yourself into that position once you're ready. Straight arms. Last and final set coming out to the side. Finding that pause and pulling up from there. Good. Separate, shoulder width apart. From here, last set where you're bending, keep the elbows locked in position, hold for a moment, explode. Last set right here, elongate, rest it if you need to. Just getting through that one last and final set. I know that grip is probably bothering you. We'll stretch it out as soon as you're done. That is why you want to go nice and light for this sequence. Just holding that weight is a challenge to complete. Good, take your time. Hold and pause, and come back up. Good, nice and easy, lower down. You guys are all done. Let's stay right here for a moment. Wiggle out those fingers, rotate those wrists, and elongate those legs, and those arms right here. And just hold. And breathe. Good. Right here, let's bring ourselves up, rotate around, and we're going to take it into our child's pose position, center to start. Walking those fingertips forward, lifting those arms up. And then from here, lift the head up. Take one hand outside of the mat. Take the other hand. Try to find that other hand and bring it on top. If you can't get it on top, bring it as close to that hand as you can. And now press your body down and into it. Lengthen out those arms and stretch through the chest, through the shoulders. And come back to the center. And now over to the other side. Take that hand outside the mat. Take that other hand. Try to find that hand and bring that hand on top. Or as close to that hand as you can. Press your body down and really stretch and lengthen through that other side. And come back to the center. Head on the ground. Walk those fingertips forward. And lift those elbows off of that floor. And nice and easy. Come on up onto all fours. Let's just stretch that spine a moment for some of those body weight moves that we did. Tucking the chin and round through that. Look up and hollow it out. 3 more times, tucking and round. Look up and hollow. 2 more times, tucking round. Look up and hollow. 1 more time, tucking round. Look up and hollow. And come to a neutral spine. Walk those hands in. Allow the body to come up. And roll yourself all the way up to that standing position. Rotate those shoulders back and down right here. Separate those feet. Let's take an inhale up. Lower down that left arm. Lift and reach the right. Lift it all the way up to that side. Bring it down. Take that arm across the chest. Press it in. And then take that same arm and bring it up and back. Press it back. Holding through the back of that arm. And then lengthen both arms up, lower the right, lift and reach, feel that lengthening to that other side. Take it up and across that chest, press it in. And release, take the elbow up and back, and hold. Extend and lengthen the arms up and release, interlock behind the back, opening up the chest, squeezing those shoulder blades back behind you. Reaching and extending and lengthening those arms right there. And release. Let's take 2 deep breaths in. Exhale, 1 more time in. Exhale down, and you are all done. Thank you so much for joining me today for those arms. We did that with our legs yesterday, and now we've completed our lower body, upper body strength for full upper body, full lower body. Tomorrow, we're gonna have a nice little HIIT day, bring some intensity into it. Where we had quality and control today, we're gonna have a little bit more intensity tomorrow. and really hit the entire body. So if you want to join me tomorrow, we've got our 9:30 start time virtually, and on location, I will be at the JCC outdoors. So if you want to join me for that hit day tomorrow, go ahead and sign up and register at the MIYJCC.org, and I will see you then. So once again, get ready for tomorrow. We're bringing that intensity up, okay? Good job yesterday and today on that quality and strength of your movement. I will see you tomorrow, once again, to bring that intensity up and get that entire body in. Bye-bye, guys.